なりたい自分になっていいんだよ。
Half ice, half fire. Todoroki's our generation's Sasuke. Not only does he have one of the most powerful quirks in the My Hero Academia franchise, he's also one of the characters who's smart, dangerous, and can scare the shit out of you if you get on the wrong side of him. Welcome to the TV region, and in honor of every villain and hero who got defeated at the hands of Todoroki, today we're counting down the top 10 Todoroki moments from My Hero Academia. Starting off this list, we have Todoroki and Bakugo versus Wolfram's villains. After their epic fight at the UA Sports Festival, you never thought that Bakugo and Todoroki would ever team up, did you? But in the My Hero Academia movie, they're forced to team up when they're confronted by villains sent by Wolfram. Todoroki helps his friends escape and then stays with Bakugo and Kirishima to stop the villains from reaching their friends. What ensues is a powerful, badass battle with boys using their quirks to hit powerful attacks against their opponents. Not only did this fight show us Todoroki's soft side when it comes to helping friends, it proved how he could be a good team player when he really puts his mind to it. Next up, we have Todoroki winning the mock battles alone. After the students have been admitted to UA Academy, their quirks are tested by letting them fight against each other as teams. Todoroki's accompanied by Meizo Shoji and faces off against Mashiro Ojiro. When you've got someone like Meizo as your partner, you'd think that that would lead to some cool teamwork, right? But Todoroki enters the battle with half of his body covered in ice, rejects the help from Meizo, completely ignores Mashiro, and wins the mock battle without even breaking a sweat. Well, he can't sweat because he's covered in ice actually, but this still gave us a good first look at how badass Todoroki is. Our next badass Todoroki moments when he faces the ninjas at the Provisional Hero License exam. As usual, Todoroki decides to work alone. This time he's confronted by a group of ninjas with different quirks. Apparently these ninjas have seen Todoroki's performance in the Hero License exam and they arrive ready for it. Their metals are made of tungsten, which are resistive to Todoroki's fire, and two of the ninjas have a water and sand quirk as well. Does this mean Todoroki finally meets his match? It doesn't seem so, does it? The ninjas underestimated the son of the second best hero when it came to his wits. Todoroki manipulates them to come to a water tank and then blasts it off with his fire, freezing the water at the same time. It was sure one hell of a trick, and the ninjas fell for it. Up next is Todoroki versus Ida. The sports festival arc was where we really started paying attention to Todoroki. It's also the arc where he faced many of his classmates and managed to take them down one by one. Even though we'll get to the top ones later, this spot deserves to be the battle between Todoroki and Ida. It's a battle between frost and speed, and Ida gets the head start with his quirk, but Todoroki, being the smart one, blocks Ida's path from the beginning, just like a game of chess. But Ida, with all of his charisma, doesn't seem to fail when he aims a kick at Todoroki and drags him to the end of the stage. However, it seems getting hit was part of Todoroki's plan. He freezes Ida's engines and wins by manipulating his opponent's weakness. Todoroki vs Gang Orca comes in at number 6. We're at the climax of the Hero License exam and along comes Gang Orca, a superhero who's disguised as a villain in a challenge for the exam applicants. And boy, does he give them a challenge. Not only does Todoroki face off against one of the most powerful superheroes, he also does this with one of the other exam applicants that he hates, Inasa Yorashi. This battle shows how Todoroki's past comes to haunt him. Yorashi was ignored both by Todoroki and his father, giving the boy a bone to pick with him. With Yorashi's manipulating the wind, the two of them negate their own quirks when both of them try to attack Gang Orca at once. But with Midoriya's encouraging words and his will not to fail, Todoroki gets the upper hand even when he's unable to move by mixing his fire superpowers with Yorashi's wind quirk.
ったらすぐ行動に移せ。この場合はまず回避を優先すべきだ。先手取られたんだから。
In at number 5's Todoroki and Yaoyorozu versus Eraserhead. Remember when we said Todoroki wasn't the team guy? Well, we're getting more scenes that proves he's better in a team rather than alone. This is best shown when he and Yaoyorozu face their teacher, Eraserhead. In the beginning of the fight, the two have their own doubts. Yaoyorozu's struck by low self-esteem after the events at the UA Sports Festival, and Todoroki's anything but caring about others. This time, Todoroki learns his lesson when he's easily taken down by Eraserhead. He realizes Yaoyorozu has her own plan and encourages her to use her abilities, giving her the boost of self-confidence that she really needed. Not only did the two of them manage to trick Aizawa, but they defeated him too. And then the fans begin to ship these two characters. We have no reason to argue with that, because this is the first time Todoroki helped one of his team members rather than blatantly ignoring them. Next up, we have Todoroki versus the League of Villains. Hold on now, Todoroki fans. From now on, we're talking about Todoroki's most badass moments, because his best moments are his badass moments. To prove that, we've got this scene where he faces the League of Villains in the last episode of the first season. When every student's afraid of their first encounter with real supervillains, Todoroki keeps his cool. Heck, we can't even figure out who the villain is in this scene, because he freezes his attackers and nearly threatens one. The villains attacked the wrong class, didn't they? This scene did a good job of showing how scary Todoroki can be if you get on the wrong side of him. And that's also the first moment we thought, there's something probably wrong with this kid.
あのオールマイトをやれるっつう根拠、策ってなんだ。悪いな。
Todoroki versus Zero takes the number 3 spot. This is the first scene where Todoroki shows the full potential that hides in his ice and fire body. Zero has the quirk to bind his opponents in a distance, which he doesn't hesitate to use at the beginning of the battle. He thinks he has the upper hand, but it only takes one freezing second for Todoroki to create a mountain wall of ice to trap a single student. Todoroki wasn't intending on using his attack, but the pressure from his old man to win and his struggling relationship with him unleashed a powerful attack that even the judges couldn't predict. The moral of the story is, never mess with Todoroki when he's not in the mood for it. In the runner-up spot at number 2 is Todoroki versus Bakugo. Well, this is it, folks. The legendary battle between the two most powerful students in Class 1A. During the sports festival arc, the two of them dealt with their opponents in the most badass ways, leading to the final confrontation between them. The great thing about it is, at this time, we're actually cheering for Todoroki, knowing what he's been through. Todoroki learned his lesson to accept both his powers with the help of Midoriya, and Bakugo was yearning to have the same epic battle with Todoroki. From Todoroki's ice columns to Bakugo's final howitzer impact, this battle kept us at the edge of our seats. Todoroki sure would have won if he used his fire powers, but his doubt whether to accept his father and the issues with his mother clouded his mind, letting Bakugo land the final finishing blow on him. And finally, at number 1, we have Todoroki versus Midoriya. Here's the most anticipated battle in the UA Sports Festival and the most important turning point of Todoroki's character. The battle kicks off in a climactic way with Todoroki using his ice powers and Midoriya defending each attack, forcing Todoroki to use his fire powers to the fullest extent. And boy, there isn't anything more badass than Shoto Todoroki using both his ice and fire at once. This gives massive development to his character arc, as he realizes his ambition to become a hero is more important than accepting or rejecting his father. The final kickoff of the battle, Todoroki with his burning fire powers versus Midoriya using his one-for-all to his fullest capability, is something that you can replay 100 times and you'll never ever get bored of it. With the cool soundtrack and Todoroki in his enraging firepower, this is Shoto Todoroki's best moment in My Hero Academia.
ありがとな。
We've talked about our personal favourite moments from the last few seasons, highlighting those we think to have shown off the best parts of Todoroki, but what's been your favourite moment from the series? And what do you think we've missed out on our list? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more great anime content, turn on the bell notification so you never miss a single one of our anime countdown videos, and let us know what list we should be doing next. I'll see you next time on the TV Region.